friends and family, this is SP News Nuggets, and today, you guys, we've got a story that's coming out of Milwaukee. I know you guys heard about it. It's about this lady's boyfriend stuck the baby in scalding hot water and then decided to text her to say it was an accident. Now, you guys, we've got the video we're going to share with you, and then we're going to talk about it later. Here we go.
Milwaukee man who was supposed to be watching a little girl a week ago today is tonight charged with causing her serious injury. That baby badly burned in the bathtub. Our Derica Williams with more on what happened and the plea made by the child's biological father today. Derica?
Well, the little girl's father wants the man to be prosecuted to the fullest extent of the law for his suspected actions. Because of neglect, a 12-month-old girl is at risk of being scarred for life. Bandaged from her torso to her toes.
She's definitely in a lot of pain.
Anthony Wilson,
I literally broke down.
says it's heartbreaking seeing his daughter Kelsey Wilson in this condition.
I couldn't stop crying when I first seen it. I don't understand how someone could do that to a child.
Authorities say Akeem Rashid Sago, who has another child with Kelsey's mother, is responsible for the child's injuries. The child's mother had her in his care when a routine bath went tragically wrong. Court documents reveal the 27-year-old suspect admitted that he made the water too hot, put the baby in the tub, and left the hot water on, then went downstairs to do laundry.
But I know my daughter, and I know she definitely would have screamed as soon as she touched the water.
Reports show when the suspect later returned to the bathroom, she was crying and saw that she had burns on her body. Then texted her mother, who brought her to the hospital.
She has second-degree burns on about 15% of her body.
Anthony says she has horrific injuries, but is thankful she is alive.
She literally could have drowned. It could have been a completely different situation.
What's even more troubling,
We didn't show any remorse at all.
after such a harrowing incident,
My daughter definitely deserves justice.
Anthony wants this to serve as a lesson for others.
What I really want people to know is definitely just be aware of who you have around your kids. You never really know.
And Sago is being held in the Milwaukee County Jail on a $1,000 bail for felony neglecting a child. As for little Kelsey, her dad says she has to have surgery once a week on her wounds. There has been a GoFundMe page set up to help with medical costs.
Her first birthday.
She's a very energetic young toddler. She just learned how to walk.
Her father, Anthony Wilson, says she's the light of his life, spending every weekend with him here. He nearly lost her early last week when police say she was left alone in a bathtub by her mom's new boyfriend, the hot water running.
I received a call from her mother in which she was very frantic and she sounded very upset.
According to the criminal complaint, 27-year-old Akeem Sago texted Kelsey's mom, quote, "Need to take the baby to the hospital. Call me ASAP. I made the water too hot for the girls." He later texted, quote, "I put her in the tub first and left the hot water on. Swear to God, I did not do that on purpose."
So Kelsey has second-degree burns on 15% of her body. So basically she has burns on her legs, her toes, her shoulder.
Wilson doesn't believe it was an accident.
I kind of felt like there was some animosity between me and him, and that's is what ultimately caused this to happen.
You feel like he was trying to get back at you by hurting your daughter.
Yes, sir.
Wilson shared this short video of Kelsey at the hospital this morning, just before her second surgery.
Yeah, she likes to play, she likes to eat a lot, and yeah, she hasn't been the same since the incident. She definitely doesn't have the same type of appetite. She doesn't have the same smile. I'm waiting on that smile to come back.
Nick joining us live now. What are doctors saying about her injuries?
Well, they tell the parents that if all goes well, she should be able to walk again in about a month, but some of those scars could be permanent.
Okay, you guys, this is Kelsey. She's a pretty little girl, and she's just 1 year old. She just turned 1, and for the life of me, we're going to talk about this a little bit, especially tonight at 5 o'clock p.m. Central Time. You guys come in the conversation room 101. We're going to talk about Kelsey, and we're going to talk about the cupcake case. But Kelsey's 1 year old. This mother just recently met this man, her new boyfriend, and just a beautiful little girl. I mean, smiling and happy, walking around. And for the life of me, I don't know why he's at home giving her a bath if she doesn't even know this man that much. This is her new boyfriend, and he's giving her daughter a bath, and he's at home. This is the dad right here. This is the biological dad. And you can tell that he is a father, not just a dad, a father also. He sees this child every weekend. He gets his child every weekend. He has a room set up for her. He can actually provide for her himself. Now, I don't know why this mother, while she was at work and her boyfriend at home, letting him take care of her daughter. Well, it says Wilson wants this incident to serve as a lesson for others. He says, what I really want people to know is definitely be aware of who you have around your kids, because you never know what their intentions are. Now, she must have a child with her new boyfriend, because he decided to set this one in hot scalding water first. And then not only that, he put her in the hot water. You know she was screaming, hollering. Because any child with some hot water is going to say something. And he probably plopped her down there anyway. She probably was a flapping and everything. And you know what he did? You guys know what he did? He went downstairs, left the 1-year-old in the tub by herself, and went downstairs to do laundry. She could have drowned. And then he decides to come back up and check on her. And then find her burnt 15% of her body from her torso to the tip of her toes. You guys, I seen this and I got mad all over again, because this is a mother that allowed a new boyfriend to not only provide for her kids, give her kids bath, and she's not even around. I don't get where these mothers is putting their kids in dangers for pretty much a relationship or sex. It's one or the other. But this shouldn't have never happened. Especially, he's a new boyfriend. He's not somebody that she's been dating for a long time. She doesn't know if he's doing other stuff to her child. She doesn't know. She just, oh, go ahead, watch my kids. I'm going to work. Why are you going to work and he's staying at home with the kids? That's crazy to me. It's just crazy to me. Anyway, you guys, they gave him a bond of $1,000. $1,000. And he had nerves on his mugshot to be having a little smirk on his face. It just makes you sick. So these women out here wanting to have a relationship so bad, they get with these guys, put them around their children, and this is what happens. And they don't know them from Adam and Eve. She should have had a babysitter. Should been had a babysitter, and if not, take him to the dad. If not, take him to the grandma. If you know what I'm saying, or tell him to get up, go to work, and you stay home with your own kids and bathe your own kids. I'm not being judgmental. I'm just saying, if you think with what the Lord gave you between your ears, which is your brain, you don't do things like this and then say, "Oh, I just made a honest mistake. I thought he knew." No. You don't put your kids in danger. And everybody wants to say it was an accident. The father don't believe it's an accident. I don't believe it's an accident either. I think there was something going on there, maybe some jealousy. Okay, you guys, I'll see you live at 5 p.m. Central Time. We're going to talk about this. All right? Be good, be safe, and be nice to each other.